This is where we show some love to some independent artists, producers, politicians, porn stars, all kind of people, man. We had conversations with everybody over here. I want to welcome everybody to the show. You dig?
You are tuned to K100 Radio,
Right.
Hip Hop and R&B.
Okay.
K100, you bastards!
What's up? Facebook, what's up? Instagram Live, what's up? What's happening? What's going on, man? Right now, we getting ready to start our direct line interview, and sometimes, you know, the interviews that we get them various different kind of ways. Sometimes people book interviews directly with K100 Radio. Sometimes we go out and we at events, and sometimes we sponsor different, showcases and stuff like that. And, you know, as a prize, we award the winner of the contest or whatever it is a shot over here on K100 Radio, and we give them an interview. And that's basically what we got going on right here today. All right. So last week, it hasn't even been last weekend, the weekend before this weekend. Okay, so like 2 weekends ago. All right. Well, not even weekends. It was a Thursday. But anyway, he pulled up on our homie Jeff Black, and a dynamic producer over at Beat Royale. Now, if you don't know what Beat Royale is here in Atlanta, you should. But if you outside of the city, even though they got a national presence, you may not have heard of them. But it's a producer battle. And at K100 Radio, we're all about the independent artists, and we're also about the producers, the up and coming producers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the term independent producer is actually a word that I use. I just say up and coming producers because most producers are actually just independent by default, right? If you understand the way the music industry works. But anyway, Beat Royale has a really dope producer battle that they do. Dynamic producer does, and it's called Beat Royale. It's hosted by Jeff Black. It's most of the time held at the basement over there on the East Atlanta Village area of Atlanta, and we always try to go. We're one of the sponsors of the event, and we all always try to pull up, really get into the battles. It's always some great competition. It's never like, what are these guys doing? It's like always, you know, some tough rounds. We've went to the last couple of ones. The winners of the last one, we interviewed them over here, and they just had this one in January. And we pulled up on them again to check out the competition. And through it all, round after round after round, one of those rounds was crazy. I didn't know who was going to come out of it. But the end-all, be-all, Futuristik 911 was the winner of the last Beat Royale. We want to welcome him to K100 Radio. Futuristik, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the broadcast.
Hey. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, first of all, we got to congratulate you on your win over there at Beat Royale. You had some tough competition, all right? The rounds leading up to it. I think you breezed through your first round, but going towards the end, it got tighter and tighter. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you came out on top, man. You had some bangers, and you had you definitely was no controversy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you had some really dope tracks, man. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and so I want to welcome you to the broadcast. I'm going to let you introduce yourself to everybody that's listening right now on Instagram Live or Facebook. If they're watching this after the fact on YouTube or SoundCloud, please subscribe to the channel and follow the SoundCloud page. But go ahead, man. Congratulations, and introduce yourself to our listening audience right now, bro.
Most def. First off, I want to say all praise to the Most High, man. He's definitely blessed me with the abilities to play and to be able to make beats, produce, and the battle. So give all credit to him. And yeah, man, that night was crazy because it got kind of fierce towards the end, man. And things was looking kind of, okay at first. I kind of got through the first round kind of easy, but I understand it's a battle, and those are some of the best battlers, man. So I was just like, I just can't take it light on nobody, So
Right.
Went ahead and had fun, man.
Nah, you ain't supposed to though. You feel me? Like, I mean, where they do that? You know what I'm saying? Where they do that at? You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't getting down like that. So, I mean, and here's the thing I want to talk about. First of all, how do you prepare for yourself? How do you prepare for your battles? I know this isn't the first one you've been in, or was it? I don't necessarily know, but
I've been in a few, man. Actually, it's a lot of trial and error. When I first started, I used to have my beats in song mode, and and intros taking a while, and the beat ain't really dropping. They only give 45 seconds and sometimes a minute. So how I prepared, man, you basically have to get in and you got to cut your beat, man. You got to cut your track to make all the good spots hit in the 45 seconds or a minute, and if you don't do that, you're going to disappoint yourself and a lot of people. So you just got to make sure that you take some time out and cut your stuff and make sure all your good points are coming in right when they need to, and that's what I spend most of my time doing, and,
Yeah.
So yeah,
I want to talk to the people who may be checking this out and checking out this kind of an interview, because it's different from if you go to a showcase or open mic. You know what I'm saying? You have to really be into the music to enjoy beat battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to discourage anybody from going to beat battles, because beat battles are always fun. There's always a lot of networking going on. You feel me? At beat battles, there's always, if you're an independent artist and you don't go to beat battles, I totally don't understand you. Like, what do you? Why every beat battle in driving distance or fucking flying distance of you, if you can, you should be going to, because the relationship between the producer and the artist is key. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit more with you too, Futuristic. But as it pertains to beat battles, I feel like sometimes, just casual music fans don't enjoy them as much as connoisseurs of the art. You know what I'm saying? People who are actually in the industry and they understand just how important the production is. So how do you sell that? You feel me? How do you sell that as a producer? If you're trying to convince, somebody that, hey, come check me out. It's easy to tell somebody to come check them out when they're performing. Not easy, because people don't want to support independent artists. But how do you convince your supporters to come out and check you out at a beat battle?
I just keep it simple. I show them a clip on YouTube. Especially a lot of my coworkers, I don't really have much family here. Right. So a lot of my coworkers and friends, people I meet that don't know about it, I just easily show them a clip on YouTube of some beat battles. They're like, yo, I want to go to that. Mm-hmm. Like, that look dope. When is that? That's here? They do that here? Like, yeah, they do that. All the kinds of bunch of them. Right. And when they come, man, they want to know when the next one. Nobody's ever disappointed, man. Like, beat battles is one of those underground things. Yeah. it's like trying to convince somebody at first, if they've never been, like, yeah, we're gonna go listen to some producers battle, and they're like, wait a minute, they ain't rapping. Like, nah, they just playing the beats, so we just gonna listen to them play beats. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hear two guys play beats against each other, and we're gonna clap and decide who has the best beats, and it's really fun. Come check it out. You know what I'm saying? But I've always noticed that once people get there, they be all in. They be like, oh, they be like, yeah, this is fun, right? You know what I'm saying? I my hat's off to dynamic producer and everybody who hosts and puts on beat battles, because just selling the idea. Most definitely. Hands off to Jeff, Felicia, and the whole dynamic crew. Yeah. And they put together a show every time. They put it together, everything runs smooth. And, right. Yeah, shout out to Jeff and Felicia and them, the dynamic, man, because they most definitely do. And one thing I'm going to say, I encourage producers who go to these events to not just go, just to really actually participate, because you never know who's in the building, and you can give them a business card or, exchange social media information. But from what my experience personally, they'll listen to you. They say that they'll listen to you, but sometimes their attention span is, this here and there. So I always suggest that you get on stage, sign up, because if they hear you, if people of importance who can further your career or help you out or whatever, hear you get on stage and they hear you, you got your percentage is higher now to get, for people to work with you. It's simple. It's just get on stage, man, and play your stuff. Yeah. I always tell producers, like, man, like, it's easier for someone of importance or someone, that's in the room to really rock with you if they hear your shit. You just can't just, that's just something I suggest.
Yeah. I mean, just make sure you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that you're.
Oh, yes. You never know, though. Right? Yeah. You got to get embarrassed sometimes.
You know what? No. Hold on. I'll tell you what. I kind of agree and don't agree. Futuristic. Let me tell you why. Furious Styles is over there on my Instagram feed. That's why I said Futuristic. I see him over there commenting on the Instagram feed. But Futuristic. Let me tell you why I agree with that. But I also say, be prepared. Like, if I've seen it where artists come in there and they're just like rappers who are too overconfident. Producers come in a little bit too overconfident. They've never actually listened to their beats outside of their headphones on their laptop, and so they come in there thinking like, yo, it's like I got it. I got this in the bag. all their beats are like sounding horrible because they're not mixed properly. You know what I'm saying? Because they never really mixed before. You know, it's a lot of different things. And then sometimes, you know, it may or may not make somebody be like, if they're in the building and everything you play is like whack, and people might be like, oh, you go up and give me a card, and they're like, yeah, okay, thanks, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But if you go up there and your shit is crisp, even if you don't win, but your beats are banging and crisp, when you jump off that stage, people gonna come up to you like, yo, want to work with you. I'm pretty sure you got mad people at the end of that night handing you cards and
it
contact.
was a blessing. I did, man. It was a blessing. Yeah, they definitely did, man.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. When you go up there and slap and them beats slap like yours was, it's like people want to see what's up because I've never heard just an instrumental or a cappella win a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, in our category of music, in urban music, you got to have the beat and you got to have the lyrics to it. They got to match, and they got to have that marriage. But let's move on to another subject.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
All right.
K100, you bastard!
The shots are fired. Get ready to start now. K100 Radio. This is our live direct line interview with Futuristik 911. Is it 911 or 911? How do you say it? I've been saying 911, but is it 911?
Either or. I mean, 911, 911, however you feel, man.
All right, Futuristik 911 is easy. And he's the winner of the last Beat Royale producer battle held by Dynamic Producer over there, man. Shout out again to Felicia and Jeff Black over there. Everybody that I saw over there that pulled up. Shout out to everybody that was in the building, man. Kelby for making the magazines. Sister Cypher was in there. Beaters Gear. Everybody that was over there just networking, man. You feel me? And it was some stiff competition, but the homie came out on top. All right, so I got to ask you this, though, before we get into playing some clips. And I know you sent me also a song of a track that you produced, and we'll talk about that. But let's talk about the relationship between the artist and the producer. And also, I'd like you to chime in also with some of the hoopla that was going around maybe a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, with some of these producers, quote-unquote, airing out major labels for little tactics that they didn't agree with. I'll get your take on that. But let's start with the relationship between producers and up-and-coming producers and independent artists. All right, first and foremost, what's your take, on how you service independent artists? How do you feel about leasing beats? And how do you feel about, building with independent artists, charging them whatever you want to charge them or whatever, or getting publishing? How do you work all that out with independent artists as a producer?
With independent artists, man, you truly have to, I feel personally, you have to put a limit on how many independent artists that you're working with, because at the end of the day, well, hold on, let me go back. As far as independent artists, you gotta, have faith in their music and believe in what they're doing and believe in the movement, and not just, wasting time with as far as independent artists. I feel like as a producer, you have to make sure you're still getting your end of the stick. Like you still have to make sure that you're getting what you need out of the deal as well, and not the short end of the stick. That's what I meant to say. So long story short, as far as independent artists, I kind of limit myself on them and then try to just put my beats out and lease, and as far as for leasing and for sale, to make sure I'm getting what I need, but still I'm pushing the artist as well, because a lot of times a lot of producers are getting discovered off of the artist. Okay, who made the beat? And then that's how you get, a lot of producers are getting getting broken out like that. So what I'm doing personally, as far as me and my production team, right now we're working with a lot of songwriters, getting songs referenced. That's what we're doing right now at this moment. And then we're gonna start breaking artists later on. But right now, that's our main focus. We've been getting a lot of good reviews and good results from working with songwriters as far as right now. Because the different relationships I have with, as far as A&Rs and people of different labels and stuff, different relationships that we have now, it's kind of lucrative to have songwriters right now. But we are going to start working with artists pretty soon. But as far as right now, not really right now. Just temporarily, just with the songwriter movement, the producer-songwriter movement right now.
All right. Now, there's a couple of things that you said that I want to take away from that. Someone on our Instagram live feed, Atlanta Hitmakers, said they disagree with what you said about leasing beats. And I always like to get commentary from the people that's listening live on our social media feeds. Shout out to Breezy F Baby over there, checking us out over there, also on Facebook Live. So they said they disagree with leasing beats, and that's been controversial lately. I've been all over the southeast mainly on panels and at events and stuff, and a couple of them in the Midwest up along the East Coast over the last year. And this is something that keeps coming up about the leasing of beats, how impactful it is. Now, I will say this: I've seen it work several different ways, and like you just said, if you lease a track to an artist and they're really out here grinding, and they go out and they take off, you see it all the time. A lot of these artists, a lot of these producers right now owe their careers to grinding ass independent artists who took off and got a hot single. You feel me? And then that's how they ended up getting more and more placements, right? And we just talked to well, no, we didn't just talk to, but we will be talking to him on the 12th. But Will a Fool was just at an event that we were here in Atlanta, and he said that when him and Future started working together, he didn't charge Future for beats. You know what I'm saying? He just worked with him personally, and he didn't ask for anything then. And then, of course, Future got on, and now he's sitting pretty, getting placements all over the place with his relationship with Future. So, and I say all that to say this because I heard everything that you said. And in theory, I pretty much agree. I heard that you said you kind of like not really, you kind of pumping the brakes on working with independent artists as much and more in the songwriters, but getting those tracks heard and into the right hands is like the industry side. It's like the industry way of a production company going about it, like the behind the scenes way. You feel me? Where you go out, you work with the songwriters, and then you get them placed on people that's already got deals, and then you get that. But alternatively, we have seen it really work really quick, really fast, where if you do work with some independent artist who's really, really dope, who just may not be able to afford, I don't know what you charge for a full production, how much you would charge to literally turn over your masters and let somebody actually have the Pro Tools session or whatever to your beats. But if, let's say it's $1,000 or $2,000 and they don't have it, but they do have,
that's about what it runs.
Right, and
about 1,000.
Right,
that's not average. That's not average.
But they do have $100, $200 to lease it right now, because and they're out here and they're grinding and doing shows. What do you do right then? Because let's say you've seen this artist repeatedly. Every time you go somewhere, you see this artist, they lighten the stage up. You feel me? Like for instance, maybe two of the artists that opened up at the Beat Royale. You feel me? Was it Blue Cocaine, King Jai? You feel me? Those
King Jai,
yeah. King Jai. I think it's Jay. Which one was it? I forgot. Anyway, but he knows what I'm talking about.
I think it's the first one you said.
Yeah, King Jai. But he knows what I'm talking about. I've seen him several times, the homie. But he works hard.
Yeah, dope.
Right. He works hard. Every time he goes out, he lights the stage up. Working with an artist like that. Like there's just this thing brewing between the up and coming producer and the independent artist that I see, and there's like a rift. And I don't want it to get as bad as the relationship with DJs and artists, because that shit is horrible right now. So I'm trying to stave it all off and talk to the producers and talk to the people, and even when I have everybody on this platform, just get some feedback from your end, about how you feel about it. But yes, I do agree with what you're saying for the most part about going the way of the songwriters and working with the independent artists. But like someone said, they don't agree with necessarily leasing beats. And to me, it sounds like,
yeah, I feel like as far as with leasing, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to go back to the guy who said he don't agree with leasing. How we got it set up. I feel like, first of all, if you're going to do anything, if you're a producer and you're leasing or selling exclusive, whatever, have them contracts on deck, like even at the smallest amount of time. Because with our website, we have it to where you sign for the leasing agreements, the exclusive right agreement, and the limited exclusive agreements. There's 3 different contracts that pop up before you pull your credit card out, debit card out to buy any beats. So you are understanding what's going on before anything. So there's no confusion. There's no confusion on what's going on or this and that. I mean, you got to have your paperwork together. I mean, if you don't, then you're going to run into some kind of calamity later on, because, you didn't have your stuff together. So that's all I want to say. I agree with leasing simply because the paperwork's there. If you ain't got your paperwork together, yeah, it can get confusing. It can, you can have a lot of confusion going on, and that's what you don't want. Because some people they serious about that. They put their money up, and
right.
How he got this beat? And I've seen it.
Yeah. I have literally on our review show. I'm not making this up, and people who listen to Illa Kill on my show a lot, they know that this happened about 2 years ago.
I love it, man. Hey, I've watched, man. Listen, hey, no, go ahead.
Thank you. Listen, bro. I've had it where two artists from two different states leased a quote unquote exclusive beat from an online producer, and both of them thought they was the only one that had the beat, and both of the songs were up on Illa Kill that day, bro. Like at that point right there. When that happened, I was like, okay, something's got to be said and something's got to be done about this leasing of the beat shit, because that was embarrassing for them. Both of them was like, what the, it was a crazy situation, and I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? What was the odds of it happening? You know what I'm saying? But it literally happened live on our show, and I was like, damn, fam, you know what I'm saying? What we gonna do about these beats and these leases and exclusives? And we need to get some clarity. So that's why I like to talk to my producers and stuff over here. You know what I'm saying? And get your feedback, you know what I'm saying, from somebody who's out here really going hard, competing in producer battles, winning producer battles. Tell us a little bit more. I think we got the homie Jeff Black on the line. I'm gonna bring him on the line in a second real quick. I think that's him in the queue. But okay. Before I bring him on real quick, tell us about the production company that you guys got. And I'm a big fan of production teams. I love producers, and I've never been. I'm a producer myself. I don't know if you know that, but I'm a producer. But I don't do beat battles because I don't make kind of battles.
The way you talking, I'm like, yeah I know you.
Right, but I don't really do beat battles and stuff. I'm literally more of a behind the scene, get them placed and get them on a game or some shit kind of producer. You know what I'm saying? But okay. I've always been a big fan of production teams, and what made me become a fan of them is I'm an engineer, so I was working at a studio, and the one of the first real production sessions I ever got thrown my way as a young engineer was with the Justice League. This was before they was Grammy winner Justice Leagues, but they was still the Justice League. They still had work with Rick Ross and everything, and I did a session with an artist named Blood Raw, and Justice League came in there, and bro, just watching those dudes go to work, literally construct the beat live right in front of me, I was like, yo, I need more producer friends, and I need some now. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I became a big fan of I always did like beats by the pound and stuff like that. I've always just felt like, 5 heads are better than one. But tell us about your production team that you got, and I'm gonna go to Jeff Black's line. Tell us about the production crew.
Well, I'm born and raised out of Dayton, Ohio, man, and that's where my production team. That's where we came together at, was in Dayton, Ohio, man. We basically linked up, man. We all played instruments. We all went to the same high school, and we just said, yo, like because I was the one. Me and one of the other guys just started making beats, and the other guy kind of didn't. He had music theory. He went to school for music theory. He didn't really play much, but we all just linked up one time and got together and were just like, yo, we need to probably it was just kind of simple. Let's just join the production team and just, like you said, the 5 head thing is better than one. It's exactly what it was. So, we basically just linked up, man, and just made sure that we try to have quality, man. We made sure we had our thick skin. So if we played a beat as far as for each other, nah, that shit whack, dude. You don't have to change that hi-hat.
Right.
That's terrible. What were you thinking, bro? That was a terrible, like insulting each other's intelligence and everything to make you push yourself, like, to go harder. And that's basically what we've done, man. We've come a long way from when we started to now. And I'm just here by myself. Everybody else is back in Ohio, back in Dayton. And I'm here by myself just trying to get all the connections and do as much as I can until they can get their stuff together to come down here, But, Rogue Regime.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Rogue Regime is the name of the crew. So big shouts out to Rogue Regime. But you said something, and I just want to stop you right here. Because we get ready to go to Jeff. There's a lot of commentary going on the Instagram Live right now with some of the people talking about the whole leasing thing. They ain't letting it go. But it's people conversating with themselves about what that whole situation can turn into. Do you feel like they have to come down here. And there's also this thing about everybody feels like they got to come to Atlanta or they got to go move somewhere in order to take off. And I feel that is true, that you need to go to these hubs where the music industry is popping, or at least visit them as often as you can. But I've always felt like with producers, I've seen producers in obscure places blow up off of shit they've done on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then they, you know what I'm saying, they never lived in a big city. They somewhere, some little small town in South Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And some rapper, but again, that came from some rapper that bought their beat off YouTube, or got their beat off YouTube with some shit, and it blew up. And they was down there, and banking out beats and Fruity Loops down there in Cordell, Georgia somewhere, because ain't shit else to do all day. You feel what I'm saying? And now they live in Atlanta, and now they eating. So do you feel like the whole crew needs to relocate to Atlanta for everything to pop? I'm glad you're here and representing for them. They should be proud. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I just remember, man, the chemistry. Like you said, when you sat and saw the Justice League get together and come to and put the music together piece by piece, man, it's something. It's something amazing, man. And the chemistry that we used to have when we all stayed in the same city was amazing, man. The kind of music that, I mean, we can all individually make a full production by ourselves, man. But I just feel like if they come down here, yeah, we can hit the internet hard, hit the social media hard, but there's a lot of conferences and showcases in place where people want to see your face and see, mingle with you and see, just to talk to you, get to know you. And that's a part of the game we had to learn. Like, mugs just will want to work with you just because you're cool. Like,
right.
Stuff like that. I'm like, damn. Like, just because, oh, yeah, he cool. Yeah, tell him to come by the studio later. Like, stuff like that. We just learned. They just want to work with just because. So I just feel like being at the right place at the right time. And Dayton, Ohio used to be, like I said, we was called the land of funk, Slave, Ohio Players, Roger Zapp. We used to be, but now it's really, I mean, it's a up and coming music scene. There's a lot of up and comers that are trying to make it, but as far as comparing, I'm just comparing it to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I know the type of music that we make. Like I said, everybody plays for example, trap music. Man, like, everybody's like 30 and plus that's in the broke regime. Like, nobody's like younger, stuff like that. But if we have to make trap, we'll do it. But for example, we play, so it's a lot of R&B, a lot of pop. We do a lot of like movie scoring for certain situations. If there's a situation, we'll all come together and try to come up with a score, like stuff like that. So I feel like we coming down here, we would stand out. That's how I feel like we've been standing out in these beat battles, because we've been playing. We play the keys, we may sample, but we might play an instrument on top of, what we're doing. And there's a lot of more instrumentation, music, a lot of theory, a lot of stuff involved in our music. And not just, not kind of down trap music. I mean, it's still popping and ain't dying. But I'm just saying, I feel like that's what's been separating us from everyone else. Right. Is the kind of music that we make. Right.
Yeah. Well, I kudos to you on that, though. All right. You feel me? Kudos to you on that. Someone else says they think it's they think that's true simply because there's better opportunities in Atlanta. And again, I think I seen Rosita Cooper and Atlanta Hitmakers were kind of having a conversation about the leasing situation. All right, I think we got Jeff Black on the line real quick. I think this is him. I think I recognize his number. Jeff, this you, bro?
Yes, it is, big bro.
All right, welcome to the show, man. So
how's it going with you today?
We're good, man. I saw your number pop up in the switchboard, and I said, well, let me bring the homie on. So this is Jeff Blackwell, and I would just call him Jeff Black Tracks, because he be saying like, this is Jeff Black Tracks, Blackwell. I'd be like, bro, Jeff Black Tracks. That's what I got. That's all I got for you. You know what I'm saying? But
you said try to do my Diddy thing. I know, right?
I know, right? It rolls right off your tongue. But no, this is the guy, one of the organizers, part of Beat Royale, a part of Dynamic Producer with him and Felicia. This is the event that Futuristic, he hosts the event that Futuristic won, and that's how this whole interview happened. So that's who we're talking to right now, Jeff Black Tracks with Beat Royale. So real quick, I give you the floor, man. Tell me about how that battle went that night. You know what I'm saying, and your take on Futuristic taking the whole thing real quick.
Well, it's interesting because I live for battles. You know what I mean? I mean, I talked to you about it. Like, I always feel like there's artist events that go on every day of every second of every year. But when it comes to producer battles, they're a commodity because it's not many of them.
Right.
So with that being said, you know, it was packed to the walls. There was so many people just in there just going crazy, enjoying it. And you're tempted. And one of the things I like doing is because, you know, we do ours with a crowd judging versus, you know, with a regular judge, you know, which is really cool. You know, and that's not knocking anybody's style of battle or whatever, but, you know, because everybody has different formats and different things. But for him to grab the crowd, you know, in the battle was one thing. And, you know, and I've known this brother for quite some time because, you know, we all from Ohio. You know, I'm from Cincinnati. He's from Dayton. We've known each other for some years. But it was interesting to see him come in and was going through the battle. And there was some battles, and what I like about the crowd battles is that it'll make you sweat your blood out. Like, oh, my God, I don't know if I'm going to make it. You know, you may have brought a few people, but did I win everybody in the room? You know, I got to step my game up a little bit.
Right.
And the fact that last round with him and Out of Reach, that was phenomenal. I love when battles are so close that it's like a WWE match. You know, I'm up here trying to commentate this bad boy with, you know, because of the excitement. I'm looking at everybody being frustrated, not being able to pick a winner. Man, that just made my night.
Right. And shout out to the other host, the Clapper-meter. The fucking Clapper-meter. If you don't know what the Clapper-meter is, you're gonna have to go to a Beat Royale. If you don't know what the Clapper-meter is, then you got to pull up at a goddamn Beat Royale and find out in person what the hell the Clapper-meter is. I got to get my hands on one of them.
Right.
Matter of fact. But yeah,
I got a new one now. Okay. I got a new one. I got to show you.
All right, we got to check that one out. But again, man, I'm glad that you put the event on, and showing these producers and giving them a platform. That's really important, man, because of the marriage of the music and the lyrics, especially in hip hop. You just got to have them. This isn't like jazz. You know, you can't just Kenny G us. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like we need wordplay, and we need the beats, and it has to be together. So I'm just glad that you guys have created this solid platform for producers to be able to do their thing, man. And you know, I had to bring you on the line while we doing this interview with Futuristik 9/11. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, give them all the information they need about Beat Royale, and we're gonna jump right back over here, and we're gonna play some of these tracks that Futuristik sent me over here. Let these people hear what he working with. You dig? But go ahead and tell people how to get to check out anything involved with Beat Royale and Dynamic Producer real quick.
Most definitely. Well, we definitely got our next Beat Royale, which is going to be coming up April 12th. We're actually pre-booking for that right now, and that's going to be with our new co-host, Sister Cypher. You know, a quick shout out to Sister Cypher, and of course my boy AJ Encore on the ones and twos. They can go to beatroyale.com to get any information. They can also hit me up at Jeff@Dynamic Producer for any event details. They can go to Dynamic Producer for any information about just general things that are going on for producers, songwriters, artists, and building their business and their branding. They can follow us on all social media at Dynamic Producer. It's the same on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the next one that's coming up is going to be super intense. You know, we got some surprises we're going to be doing. So we're going to be going for 3 months of promo. So everybody that's signing up right now is going to be getting a lot of extra promo, even bigger than the one we did for this one. So it's going to be tight and intense. So beatroyale.com. I'm looking for some dope producers to be a part of it.
Hey, and shout out to Outer Reach Productions. They over there on the Instagram live feed right now. They on the IG feed. They said they had a blast. Came down to that last round. You feel me? So first of all, shout out to them. Futuristik, Outer Reach Productions is over there. Anything you want?
Well, most definitely. What's up, man?
The brother Outreach.
Yeah, anything you want to say to him?
Happy sweating bullets.
Yo, y'all, both of y'all had bangers, man. Salute to you over there, Outer Reach Productions. Both of y'all had bangers, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just big props to both of y'all. All right, I'm gonna put Jeff. I'm gonna let you go, bro, and then I'm gonna get back over here to Futuristik 9/11, and we're gonna check out some of these tracks. All right.
It was good chopping up with you. Y'all have a good one now.
All right, now. All right, Jeff Black Tracks, Blackwell.
All right, Jeff.
I added that extra Jeff Black Tracks, Blackwell. I added that at the end to be funny. But anyway, with Beat Royale, you feel me? But Outer Reach Production says congratulations. And Outer Reach is one of the other producers. If you guys want to do any networking over there on Instagram Live, just holler at Outer Reach, man, because him and Futuristik both had bangers. Both are dope. You know what I'm saying? Both had some shit ready. But we're gonna check out some of these tracks right now. I'm just gonna play a couple of just real quick. A couple of tracks that we got, and also we got a song. I want you to tell me about we got a full song, right? One of these was a full song.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. But you had let me see. Which one? I got a track called "I'm Dreaming" or "Highest Confidence." Which one you want me to just snip it a little bit? Let these people hear what you're working with.
I'm dreaming. That's something I sampled up. Because I'm in my 30s, man. So I was around with the New Jack Swing. So
right.
we sampled some Christopher Williams.
Woo.
I'm dreaming.
Let's check this out.
So that's what I'm dreaming. So
Yeah.
go that one first.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Bryson B Money. I got his new song over there in rotation. All right. On K100 Radio. Shout out to him. He's over there on the Instagram live feed. Let's check this beat out though. Let's see.
What's up, Bryce?
What's up? Let's check this joint out real quick. Let me see.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100, you bastard.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, that was dope. We got one more though. Hold on. You got another one. Let me see. Hold on. We got one more that you did. The higher joint. Highest confidence. Let's check this one out real quick. This is another track the homie Futuristik 911 did. Let's check this out. Yeah. All I need right now is the Maybach music and that's all I need. That's all I'm waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for the Maybach music and then we ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That sounds right up right up the boss's lane. You feel me? Yes, that one was real melodic, bro. I like that one. You feel me? I like the first one too. I like the sample on that one. But now I see what you're saying when you're talking about, just dealing with the instrumentation and stuff like that with your beats, especially on that second one. Like that right there is just cold. You feel me? A lot of people giving you some props over there on the Instagram live with that. Yeah. That one was cold. All right, so we got a song.
Appreciate, like with the piano. Okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, real quick. Like on the I'm Dreaming, like there was a piano in there. Like we said, we try to add as much instrumentation on top of the samples, not just to have a bass line, a sample, and drums. Try to add and inquire more like some riffs or play something on top to kind of fill it up, So there was a piano playing in the I'm Dreaming. I don't know if you heard. It's not in the sample. I actually played that one. But yeah, so I just wanted to add that in there too, man. So
right, definitely. What do you real quick? What do you without divulging too many of your secrets, I guess. What is your choice production tool? What do you rock with?
Oh, Reason all day. Reason 10.
I'm a Reason guy myself. I haven't even upgraded in forever.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Oh, man,
yeah.
that's like a needle in a haystack. Find somebody else to use Reason.
Yeah. I haven't upgraded in a long time because like I'm so busy doing K100 Radio and other things, a plethora of other things that I'm like production is like number 4 on my. Shit on my stuff that I do, but I haven't upgraded. I just love my little setup. Quick. Yeah, go ahead.
There was a guy, he does all these tutorials on YouTube, producer tutorials, and he used Logic his whole life. He said this is the day Reason 10 came out. I said, this is the day I retired my Logic X and went to Reason 10. I'm done with Logic after he tried out Reason 10. That's how powerful Reason 10. I don't care what no other producers say. Reason 10 is the most powerful DAW.
Bro, Reason has always been miles ahead of everything since like 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been using it. I've been using it for like the past shit like since 3. You know what I'm saying? Like Reason 3 was like the first one I bought when you had the 3 different discs. The Orchestra, the 4. The Orchestra, when you had the Orchestra disc and you had the 3 different discs. You had to upload it and install together. It was like the sound. Yo, I've been using it since then, and I ain't looked back. And I came from learning on the 2000 XL and the Triton. You feel me? So I'm from the MPC era. I learned how to produce using the MPC 2000 XL and the Triton, and I got Reason and pawned my fucking 2000 XL and my Triton. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I'm not gonna get what I really want from trying to sell them. I was gonna keep them for vintage look and shit. And I was like, you know what? I once I start playing with Reason, they just sat over in the corner for 2 years straight. I just woke up one day, was like, you know what? I'm taking this shit to the pawn shop. No, I took it to Miller's Music, where actually here in Atlanta, you get a pretty good penny for good gear. So it's not a regular pawn shop. They deal in music equipment, so they always give you a nice price for what you know what I'm saying, trying to sell it. I could have sold it online for more maybe, but I just wanted to get the money right now and get it out of the lab. But yeah, man, so I'm a Reason guy myself. So and I haven't even cracked open 10. I haven't even upgraded in a while. I'm just still using the one I got, you know what I'm saying, because I got so much shit going on. But now you're gonna make me go out and spend some money. Thank you.
You're gonna have to, man.
I was trying to avoid it.
I started off on the Phantom. I started on the Phantom like around the same time you started your trade. I'm probably on my Phantom.
Yeah.
I started all hardware, man, and went straight to Reason, man. That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah. I put my Phantom to the side for a while too, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
sooner or later you gonna just let it on go. Just let it go, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like I did. Yeah, I never owned a Phantom, but I did actually use one when I was going to school. They had a Phantom up there at AIU when I went to AIU, learning how to do audio. So they had a Phantom up there. So I actually learned how to use it a little bit. And I also had a motif rack. I also had a motif and a MoFat rack. Bryson B Money. I had a motif rack, and I had the MoFat rack. You feel me? I had all kind of shit, man. But I once I got Reason, I was like, yeah, I think I just only need this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I let the rest of that shit go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my producers who are like, listen, you ain't, they don't want to scale it down. They want to go. They want you to get the eye candy when they walk and they set up, and they want to have all these keyboards and shit, and they never turn them on. You know what I'm saying? You ever go into somebody's house or somebody's production spot and they got like all these massive keyboards and drum machines, but then they pop open Reason. I'm like, bro, what in the fuck do you got all this other stuff in here for? They're like, I just got it in here, man. You don't even use it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, hey, it's on the same preset 10 every time you walk in. Like 2 weeks later, it's still on preset 10. Bro, I know.
You ain't
for a fact, you ain't touched it.
You ain't touched that shit, bro. And they got all the sounds and racks, bro. For real. Anyway, we may be talking over people's head right now. Let me start. All right. The producer and me took over real quick. Okay. Tell me about this this song we got right here. It's called Helpless, I think it says.
Yeah. Helpless Fiend. That's from one of the songwriters that work with Sean Trey. That's from down here. And we're actually trying to get that pushed as well. As far as for a song, it's for reference. It's a full song, but it's definitely for reference. So yeah, so that's just one of the ones that
you said Sean Trey. Is she a producer too?
Yep. You might know who he is.
Yes, I tell her I said what's up. I went to school with her and tell her you was over here talking to Blizzum on K100 Radio. I went to school with her. We was at AIU together. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, this is a small world.
Dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? But she knows exactly who I am. She's actually, she knows who I am. And that's why when you said, I was like, well, I only know one that's out here, doing this. And if you say she's a producer too, that's definitely her. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Sean Trey. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen her. Matter of fact, I seen her like maybe last year at one of the Beat Royale. That's why I ran into her at. You feel me? And I seen her in there, matter of fact. So it hadn't really been that long, maybe last year sometime. But tell her I said what's up. So let's check this out. Two people that I already know over here. All right, let's check out this track real quick.
session, so come take your regression out on me. Sometimes I question, are you giving me your best then? Cause I'm a helpless fiend. Yeah. You say you're the champ, you can last 12 rounds. Money made, whether never losing you the truth, that's how you put it down. I never tap out, ask me how. I can bend it over in a Range Rover while I make that sound. You put me on like that, I erupt back to back. You keep me going, you're always up to something. Yeah, I'm a Maybach jumping now, I'm rain, yes, for it. You don't wanna call when I need to get off. Late at night when I turn into a thing, give me what I need, give me what I need, give me what I need. You are my obsession, so come take your regression out on me. Sometimes I question, are you giving me your best then? Cause I'm a helpless fiend. Helpless fiend, that's what you do to me. Oh. It's a 9:45. Where the hell you been? Got my body feeling like I'm Jodeci, so let's run it again. Don't stop right now. It's getting hot right now. A red light on late flights, let's get it popping on the cloud. All you gotta do is smoke me. I'll make it last. Just grab my ass. I'm your disease. There's no cure, can't get rid of me.
Hip-hop and R&B in the nation. K100 Radio. Listen to us on the TuneIn app 24/7 on the go.
K100, you bastards!
All right. I see Centray still working. You feel me? Shout out to the homegirl, man. And that track is dope. Shout out to you, Futuristik 911, man. Yo, good work, man. I'm rocking with that one too, man. You feel me? I like that whole thing, man. Y'all, I know you said y'all got that as a reference and y'all trying to get it placed. So anybody looking for some dopeness? You feel me? Dope track, dope song, ready to go. How much that's gonna run them though, bro? Just a roundabout. Yeah. How much that's gonna run them? Just tell us. It's okay. Somebody listening might have the bag. How much?
I don't know, man. That got to be negotiable, man.
Hey, I just want to see what
you're
going to throw out there. Don't
have me saying the number to somebody like, he only want 2,000, I got 5,000. What are you doing? You know,
that shit was on K100, nigga. He said it live. You know what I'm saying? And the shit's recorded, and it's going on YouTube and SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be on Facebook. Shit, so you're going to have to be stuck.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, don't say nothing then. Forget it. All right, man. Great talking with you, man. We went way over the time, but it was a great discussion, and it was a lot that was discussed. You feel me? So I hope you enjoyed yourself. You feel me? Congratulations on your win again.
Oh, most definitely. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Give out any contact information, any pertinent information before we roll.
Futuristik, for Instagram, _Futuristik911 on Instagram, Rogue Regime Music on Instagram, Rogue Regime Music _ as Rogue Regime. When you start typing in Rogue Regime, it's usually the second or third option that comes up. Rogue Regime Music _ on Instagram. Twitter is at the Rogue Regime on Twitter, at the Rogue Regime. So,
all right. Well, you guys make sure you get with him. I'm pretty sure if any independent artists watching, I mean, he said he's down with working. You know, it's just stipulations, and of course you're gonna need, make sure you sign and read all paperwork. If you're leasing any tracks from these guys, make sure you're reading and understand what exclusive and non-exclusive and leasing and all this kind of stuff going on. And anybody that wants to really get more in depth, any producers or anybody, February 12th, we have a one of our MIC music industry conference calls that we do. They're really informative. They're really dope. If you don't know about these that we did several of them over the past 2 years, and everyone has always been a hit. Real informative. This one is a focus on producers. All right. So February 12th, 8 to 10 p.m. We have our MICC segment over here on K100 Radio. Our guests will be DJ Monte, Willow Fool, Corey Moe, and Casey Graham. All right. So some really accomplished producers, and we're gonna be chopping it up. If you think if you think I got it to a little bit with Futuristik, nah. Wait till I pin them guys down. You dig? So make sure you rock with us. All right.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Yeah. All right, man. Futuristik 9/11, man, was a great joint. Remember, if you missed any parts of this, you can catch it on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. All right. I mean, they already trying to cut us off on February 20th, talking crazy. All right. So y'all please go over there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll subscribe back. Just let us know what yours is. Hit me with the inbox or something like that, and I'll definitely subscribe back to yours. Just on GP. So we trying to get everybody to have at least 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 hours of watch time is fucking utterly ridiculous. I don't know how much we can help, but we can all help each other with YouTube subscriber numbers. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers, let us know, and we'll follow you back if you follow our page over there. Subscribe and connect with us on SoundCloud if you can listen to it podcast style. If you're a podcaster, all right, just pop it in and roll out. All right, man. Futuristik, man. It was been great, bro. I talked to you. I see you on the grind.
You too, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I see you on the grind.
Brother.
I see you on the grind. I'm 100% sure about that. 100% sure.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thanks, brother.
For sure. All right, we're getting ready to sign off, man. We've got DJ Raver coming up at 7 o'clock. The pop-off hour. Midwest is in the building. We just talked to a Midwest producer. We got a Midwest DJ coming up at 7 o'clock in 8 minutes. All right, over here on K100 Radio. So, hey, don't close the app. Keep it open. DJ Raver's coming up with the pop-off party. All right, make sure you rock with him, man. All right. Hit up our DJs, man, especially if you're an independent artist and you're trying to get some music out here. Sometimes people just feel like the default way to get on our broadcast is Ill or Kill, and that's one way. Another way is to grind. Another way is to go out to some of the events that we sponsored. All right. Another way is to put your music on some of the pools that we rock with, that we repeatedly put out there, that we go and check. That's solicited music that we go looking for music for, that we have relationships with. All right. And holler at our DJs. All right. We got 18 DJs right now doing mix shows. All of them control whatever they play in their mixes themselves. Hit them up. We always tagging them on Instagram. Go hit them up. They all expect to be hit up. All right. And let them know, man. So, if Ill or Kill don't work out or whatever, or maybe you want to test out some of the DJs or something like that, hit the DJs up, bro. We always tagging it. Every one of our DJs gets tagged in every post. So you can't tell me you can't find them. If you're watching this on Instagram, there's no way you can't find our DJs because we tag them in every post. Or if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, go to our website, K100radio.com. If you're on Facebook, it's scrolling across the screen right there. You see it on our Facebook stream? Scrolling across the stream. K100radio.com. Go to the DJs page. All of their contact information is right there. No excuses to not rock with our DJs over here at K100 Radio. All right, we getting ready to roll out, man. Remember, DJ Raver coming up to pop-off party at 7 o'clock p.m. All right, get the K100 Radio app. Download it now.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B. You are now tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Thank you for reaching Street Corner Radio, the best radio show in the world. With the world's famous
DJ
And you know I got the hot ones.
Bringing you that